That's right, you will. Call if you need any help, okay? Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you.
Things have changed about how y'all are having to handle STEM here at the Fisher Center. Let's talk about what you're doing these days.
Okay, Steve, like you said, because of COVID-19, we've had to change our process of how we handle STEM. So we have ended up doing more of a drop-off, that is a pickup of the STEM equipment, in which we distribute the project that they're going to do for the week. Then the following week, we do an actual virtual Google Meet, where all the students sign in for the STEM session. We go over what the project is about, explain the project, what's the science behind it, and questions, and have a contest in the sense of let them answer questions, and where we give out first, second, and third prizes that's associated with questions of the STEM project that we're doing.
How important is this community center for Brewton to have these programs associated with what y'all are trying to do?
Yes, so one of the things we want to do is make sure the growth of our community continues. And part of that is getting them acclimated to what is the future, what's associated with the future. And that is in the science, technology, engineering, and math areas is where the world is going. So what we try to do is expose all kids to what the future could be, give them that chance to understand what those projects are, take them on trips, and then get them the exposure to the different environments that's there. That way they have seen the several options that they have to make a choice of, hey, this is what I like, I've been exposed to it, and bring out that special talent that they have in them to make a future choice on which road they want to take within their careers.
I think we're finding that more and more skill sets are going to be important in the future. Is this where this idea starts?
Yes. So in the idea, of course, my background is in engineering, and you start looking at cybersecurity. Look at this COVID-19. Everybody's working home now. So what is that related to? Is related to computer skills, programming skills, creative thinking skills. So with this program, we're able to teach kids, hey, working, or what they call teleworking, understanding how the communication between the computers are doing, how you can design, what your creative ideas can go through of what we call electrons across the air. So it's giving them that first-hand idea of how to create those ideas, how to communicate using computer systems, and what the results are, to where now they know, is what we call from cradle to grave of understanding. This is how my talent can be nurtured to give me a productive future.
What's the project you're going to be handing out today?
Okay, so one of the ideas behind it, as you can see here, we call it, it's a green science potato clock. So what it's doing is teaching kids, hey, there are different methods behind electricity, or what is produced to produce a current to produce some source of energy. So with this one here, we are giving them an idea behind using different vegetables that are used to produce a current to produce, the electricity they needed to power something. And this idea is going to be producing that behind a clock. If you ever look at some of the history, there's different fuel sources that can be used for different things. And I believe there was part of history where they actually used potatoes as a fuel source to fly planes. I'll have to go back and look a little bit, but fossil fuels and all is all from organic type material. So it's teaching them how organic sources can be used as a fuel to power different things. Yes, myself and Will Ruzak, who is the general manager for Provalis here locally, have been teaming together and teaching the kids about programming in different styles. His staff have been very influential in teaching different forms of animation, of doing that with the kids. So they are part of our Google Meets, in which they come on, teach the kids of using different, I believe it's Snatch, or different types of programming. So one of the ideas we have behind us and talking with Will is that we will produce a different level of robotics, in the sense of robotic competition, and where each group level will build their own robotics. We'll provide the material, put teams together, let them present it, and have competitions, whether it's fighting robotics or some sort of obstacle course robotics. So what we're trying to do is give them that creative ability, utilizing the talents we have here locally, and say Provalis team, seeing their creativeness, and as Corvallis grows, if folks wants to move back home, we've already set the groundwork and pipeline of giving them ideas, then we can bring them back home. So now we still in that cradle to grave to where we could grow that using our current team here of Corvallis, who is growing in the area, to create our own pipeline, our own insourcing. So with that team, and we're kind of building our own groundwork to produce the workforce that we need to grow the business here locally. So it's a great teaming partnership where Hall of Monroe STEM, on the We Are Tech, plus Corvallis, is growing our own homegrown insourcing workforce to produce a better Brewton.